Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Thank you for tuning in to Engelgeist. This is an all signs collective consciousness reading for all of you. Whoever sees it, whenever you see it, it is originally created for Wednesday, the 30th of March. But if you're watching it on a date that is different than that date, that's okay. It may still be your reading. So just listen to the message rather than get caught up in the date. It's all very flexible here. For those of you that are new to me, please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy the content and subscribe to the channel. Share the video out to your different social media feeds and to your friends. Help me to get the word out. I would greatly appreciate that. And leave a question or comment if you have anything that you need clarification on, or you have questions about stuff. I do read them and I appreciate them. What else? If you check out the drop-down menu on any of my daily videos, you will be given information as to which decks I'm using currently, how to follow me on social media, how to book a private reading. Private readings are much more in-depth and more specific to you and your particular situation, so keep that in mind. And beyond that, just enjoy the reading, right? Just enjoy it and take it for what it is. Utilize it to the best of your ability. Allow it to support you and validate you, or make you aware of something maybe you didn't otherwise know, and go with it from there. I will be referring back to the Sunday underpinning reading, which will be in the lower left-hand corner of this video at the end of it. So if you're wondering why I'm referring to other cards that you don't see in the reading, I'm referring to that reading because those cards sort of are working in the background of this week. So they kind of couple and add a layer of depth to the reading. So you can check out that reading too. And that's about it. I do have pick a card, the old astrological forecasts and stuff, but I've just solely stuck to the daily at this point. So let's see what the cards want us to know for Wednesday the 30th. And is the moon back in Pisces? Okay. Let's see what's going on there. Little watery. Moon's in Pisces, Sun's in Aries. Alright, let's see. And our card is, oh my god, it's the Six of Cups again. Alright, for those of you guys, just so you know, I'm pre-taping these because I'm traveling to Buffalo, New York for the weekend. And it's funny to me because this, if you refer to the Sunday reading, this is the midweek card. We're now on a Wednesday reading, which is the 30th of March. It is our midweek point. We saw this card in yesterday's reading, right? And now I've just reshuffled the cards and I'm reshooting for the following day, and boom, this card comes back out again. So I'm going to go back into the description. It's going to sound somewhat similar to yesterday's reading, but it is a card of love, compassion, balance, emotional well-being, nostalgia, gratitude, feeling good about the things that are right in our lives, focusing on that. It's like this Six of Cups card wants us to understand things are better than they may appear. That, if we're getting caught up in what's wrong, then you're doing it wrong. The Six of Cups wants you to get caught up in what is right, what feels good, what feels balanced, what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what are you connected to at sort of like a heart level, what brings you peace, right? Peace is that grounding stone in the Sunday reading that we're supposed to be kind of focusing on this week. As we move through this week, right? That peace is going to bring about the ability or the opportunity for this Six of Cups to become a very real, palpable experience for you this week. And seeing this card 3 times in the week thus far, and we're about halfway through the readings, says to me that the Six of Cups is like knocking on your door going, okay, look here, Barbara, you can have a really good time here. You can feel really well if you choose to, but are we choosing that? Are we maintaining that? Are we making that our priority? Are we making that our focus? Are we looking at what's working rather than what's not? Does that make sense? Because the Six of Cups would want us to be in that space of compassion, love, endearment, appreciation. And this is oftentimes the part associated with families and relationships, right? And the reciprocation and love that comes from those relationships. Now, some of you may love your coworkers, right? Or a certain friend, really close friend. Relish in that at this time. Focus on that. Be appreciative of that. Run that energy through your space and see what that creates for you this week. If that doesn't help to bring about some of the peace and prosperity that we've been seeing in the grounding stones this week, then I don't know what will, right? There's this opportunity to sort of, and I think that when we see this Six of Cups so many times, and our end week card from the Sunday reading is that Ten of Pentacles, which is the material manifestation of that well-being, of that abundance, of that, like we have to start to feel it emotionally before we can manifest it physically. And so I feel like the Six of Cups is telling us, like, get into that place of being appreciative, get into that place of being childlike in your thinking, get into that place of thinking of possibility rather than, negativity. What is possible? What is, beautiful in your life today? What are you enjoying? What are you at peace with, in balance with? What are you grateful for? That's what the Six of Cups to me represents. And so each one of you is going to have a different answer to those questions, right? But as you focus on those answers or on those items, those situations, those people in our lives that bring us that joy, that nostalgia, that sweetness that we see depicted here amongst these two children, we grow that within our space. We grow that and we send that energetic signal out into the universe, and the universe responds in kind to that and brings us more situations that create more gratitude or create more abundance or create more connection. And right now it's kind of hard to connect, let's be honest. It's been a weird couple of years. So it maybe now is a time of rebalancing and reconnecting to those that we love, or things that we love, or things that we're in harmony with, and being very conscious about doing that. If it feels right, move towards it. All right, let's look at the Sacred Destiny Oracle and its gateway, our good friend the Unicorn. So I think that, like, this being the midweek card and it being the Six of Cups showing up to us 3 times thus far, and gateway is about moving through this, right? Moving beyond the hurdles or the mountains that are behind this unicorn and moving towards something new, something magical, something creative, something, maybe we had previously seen as impossible is now sort of possible to me. That's sort of the magic of the unicorn. It's like, and the purity of him too. I love how he's sort of all white and pure, and that little girl's dress is all white and pure. Those cups are all white and pure. It's that pure belief in the balance of our emotions, in the compassion and the gratitude for what we're grateful for, that opens the gateway for us to move forward into a space of maybe something that's a little bit more magical, or a little bit less stressful, or a little bit more less arduous than what we've been dealing with in the past, which would represent that mountain range behind that unicorn. Do you see what I'm saying? And the lush green ferns at the base of that card to me speak of new growth, new opportunities, new beauties that, like, we've yet to see or experience. So I'm going to read 2 gateway, because we've seen this card 3 times this week, so I don't want to drag on with telling you about it, because I feel like you guys know what this card represents. And I'm going to say this too, because it's the Wednesday card and it's the underpinning, it's doubling down on this feeling. Six of Cups is screaming at us, get in balance with your emotions and find what you're appreciative for, and then allow that to open the gateway for new things to come. Gateway is Enchanted Valley. There are places on the planet where the veil between the physical realms and the mystical dimensions is especially thin. These places are called portals, vortexes, or spirit gateways. In mythology, they are revered as places where things beyond ordinary reality can occur. Mystics, visionaries, and shamans can traverse this realm and the next through these places. So, and I think sometimes I'm just kind of thinking, as I read that, placing ourselves into this position of peace and Six of Cups opens the gateway for us to traverse to new places in our lives, in our minds, in our thoughts, in our hearts. In Celtic traditions, the wee folk, the fairies and elves, easily move through these portals and have access to these magical places. The Enchanted Valley is the place where these portals often appear. The sacred landscape wants you to know magic is afoot. Wonderful events are unfolding. Profound revelations and inner illuminations are close at hand. It is now much easier to manifest your dreams. This is an excellent time to take action on your visions for your future. A small amount of action now will generate much bigger results. Gateways to spirit are opening, and there are places where the veil is especially thin. Fairies and elves are supporting you. Wonders are blossoming in your life. Watch for them. Open your heart to hallowed, holy, magical energy. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. And that, to me, is that appreciation that we see in the Six of Cups that's doubled down today. It's about that nostalgia, that connection, that love for those things that are pure and simple, childlike almost in their connection. Right? If there's somebody that we just enjoy their company, we love to have a good laugh with, embrace them, go after them today. Tell them you love them. Open that gateway, right? Even if it's just only the gateway to your heart, open it up and let the magic flow forward. All right, let's look to the grounding stone. Even if it's people you don't fucking appreciate, tell them you love them too. See what kind of gateway that might open. You'd be surprised. And the grounding stone is clarity. Grounding in clarity today. The clarity of our emotions, the clarity of the balance of our emotions, the clarity of the nostalgia, the compassion, the gratitude. Being clear in that and grounding in that. And this is on marble, so to me, marble represents strength, right? So grounding in that in a very strong way. Understanding, this is how I feel. This feels good. This is what I want. I want this. I'm moving forward in this feeling. I'm attaching myself and growing with this, right? And being clear with that within yourself, being strong in that clarity and growing, like grounding in that, allows us to move through this gateway, not necessarily in this sort of magical thinking sort of way, although it is sort of a magical gateway, but the clarity sort of grounds the magicness and the opportunity and the ability to manifest whatever it is that we're seeking. And remember, underneath this clarity is that peace. So keeping clarity around that idea of peace in our lives, in our hearts, in our emotions as we move through this week or into this year, into this month, whatever you guys are working on. Let these things be your guide. These are really beautiful readings, I feel like. I feel like these are very, I feel like the cards are asking us to be extremely conscious of our intentions right now. To be extremely conscious of and clear in this clarity of what are we looking at? What are we focusing on? Which direction are we moving towards? Are we just randomly being tossed about and then suffering the ramifications of that and going like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened because blah, 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 it's outside of my control. No bullshit. It's within your control. Don't focus on that negative thing that's happening. Focus on the things that are good, right? The things that are in balance, the things that bring you peace, joy, happiness, prosperity, and then allow those feelings to expand out into your world, and then allow those gateways to become clearer and more available to you, and watch shit change. All right? I love it when I swear during a spiritual reading. That is your forecast. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Share it out, leave a question or comment. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow and seeing how this energy builds. Have a wonderful day and take care. Bye-bye.